Saturday Social is powered by FIFA 22 with PlayStation.
Now, next section, you may have noticed, we pulled out all the stops list. We're going to talk managers, Joe, because I feel like on social media there's been quite a bit of talk on certain managers, the likes of Ollie, the likes of Nuno and other managers. So it got us thinking what managers are under pressure, what aren't. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our guests to rank every single current Premier League manager and put them into a category from A to E. Now, not only are we back in the studio, but we've also pulled out no expenses spared. We've got the props board, the Saturday Social whiteboard. Great work from everyone behind the scenes getting this ready. Do you want to explain how this is going to work, Joe?
Yeah, we've blown the budget. We've blown the budget on that. That looks unbelievable, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a very simple little tier list, OK? We've got all 20 Premier League managers in front of Yungen. We've got 5 different categories, A down to E. A is the best, obviously. E is the worst. We're going to ask our guests to come to a combined opinion as to where each manager sits on the tier list based on how much you would like them to manage your own club.
Like it.
OK, so A is you'd really want them in charge. E, nowhere near your club, if possible. OK, we're going to keep it very simple. Let's start with Arsenal then.
Alphabetical
order.
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta at Arsenal.
All right.
I've got to jump in straight away.
Jump in.
He learned from the best. He was at Manchester City. He learned under Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
He knows the ins and outs. Man City players, when we've played Arsenal, have talked about Mikel Arteta, how good he was with them. So if it's about managing my club, all right, maybe not on what's currently happening at Arsenal, but managing Manchester City, he knows everyone. I'd put him up there. I'd say B, maybe A.
Wow.
He knows.
Consecutive
us.
place finishes. Consecutive 8th place finishes.
I'm talking about Manchester City here. He knows the club.
I can manage Manchester City.
He knows. he knows the people in the canteen. He knows the boot guys. He knows everyone. All right. He knows
that's
the
when
kit
he's
men.
not.
I think Yungen wants to jump in here because his reaction when you said A, B. Go on, what are you going to say?
This guy is not a Arteta.
B. Put him in for Manchester City, for my club.
Go on, Yungen. Where would you have him? Go on.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly?
Got the magnet.
He's going D-E.
Oh, wow.
Honestly. I think Arsenal fans agree with me as well. He's going D-E.
Wow.
He couldn't manage Liverpool. We'd be playing for next season. He couldn't manage Liverpool.
Wow. Okay, so they were a massive...
under that... I can see the passion.
Go on, you've got the magnet, Yungen.
Wow.
It's a big disagreement here.
We can go C if you want.
No, D. Give it a D. You've convinced me.
Wow.
Okay,
Can I just say, Kyle Walker is easily convinced. He went from A to B to D.
Yeah,
convincing. And the reason is, go on, just explain your reasoning quickly for Arteta.
Well, firstly, I think you can't finish 8th 2 seasons in a row. Arsenal are a big club. That's my... Yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. What you done at City was amazing, but he was...
I'm just thinking of Brandon the kit man. I know that he knows him really well, thinking that he'll fit back in.
Well, OK, that is... We've got 19 more to go, so we're going to go straight into the next one. Dean Smith at Aston Villa.
Ooh. I don't mind Dean Smith, you know.
OK.
I don't mind Dean Smith. I think he's a decent manager. I don't know if he's top tier.
Are we putting him above Arteta, though?
Ooh. We can't put him in the same category as... Can we? Is Mikel Arteta?
It's your decision. It's your decision. We're staying out of it.
Gosh.
Don't panic now.
I think some angry tweets here after this.
I think we made a mistake when we said they've got to agree on that.
Where would you put?
I'd put him in the E category.
No way.
No, I'm sorry.
Dean Smith's done a great job.
I'm talking about him managing Manchester City. All right. Remember the context of why we're doing this. People at home, remember the context of why we're doing this.
Kyle,
him managing Champions League. Can you see Dean
I'm just
Smith in
saying,
Champions League?
like, E is the worst category here. So I think we just need to be aware of that. Dean Smith, you've got to look at the job that he's done at Villa. He's done a great job at Villa.
Easily convinced. D. Put him in D.
I think that's harsh.
I think there's going to be like a lot of D's there.
I think that's very harsh on Dean Smith myself.
So do I. I thought Dean Smith was a C, but obviously I felt like I put Arteta in D. I would have really put Arteta in E.
We've got to move on.
Personally.
I'm going to have some awkward conversations.
This is my guy.
OK, Thomas Frank, go on.
This is my guy. I think he should be in CB.
Wow, above Dean Smith. Why are we putting Thomas Frank
Do you know what it
above
is?
Dean Smith?
I would have put Dean Smith.
Can we move Dean Smith?
You can move Dean Smith if you want to move Dean Smith.
No, let's move Dean Smith.
Let's move him up.
Because you know what it is?
Okay,
He
so
deserves
Dean
to be.
Smith is C.
Okay,
Go on.
C.
Thomas Frank.
Yeah, I think he's like... sorry, guys.
Youngen's having a howler with our big budget whiteboard here.
Okay, go on. Thomas Frank.
I'm putting him B or C. What he's done for Brentford...
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? What he's done for Brentford has been amazing. Obviously, we played against them the other day.
They played well that game.
We was on the ropes. I wasn't even angry that we didn't win. So I was like, they actually,
Entertaining,
they actually played well.
Yeah.
And
But
I just
has
like
he
his
done anything
personality.
different than what Dean Smith's done? Because Dean Smith's brought the team into the Premier League. He's finished convincingly in the Premier League. He's sold his best player. Now he's still playing attractive football.
But they've used the money and bought well. They have.
Yeah, that's
Do you
true.
know what I mean?
That's
They
true.
have
That might be Dean Smith. I'd say
Yeah.
with Brentford, what they've managed to do is bring that championship side up, and they're still able to play the way that they were. They're still that first game against Arsenal on that Friday night. Ivan Toney bullying the defenders at the back, Ben White, giving them a terrible time throughout that 90 minutes. And I think that's because of what he inputs into that team.
He's not a happy to be here manager.
Okay.
I feel like
we've got to push you because we're only on manager 3.
C or B.
C. I think we've got
C,
to say
okay.
C. We've got to
They're
say
quite
C.
harsh stuff. Right, next up, Graeme Potter for Brighton. Now, I'm a massive fan
Huge
of Graeme
fan.
Potter. Look at the way that Brighton play, the philosophy, the resource that he has comparative to other people. They could have gone top, of the league if they'd have beaten.
And Kyle did say in his pre-season predictions they were going down.
Oh, you've done
Don't remind me. That was because Ben Foster, friend of the show, and didn't want to upset Watford.
Although it's managing your own club, you also have to bear in mind the job they are currently doing for this as well. So, Graeme Potter, come on, where is he going? Surely in a high category.
I don't know,
What?
I mean,
See, for me, I'd be looking at BA here.
really?
Agreed.
Seriously.
Everyone does link
Agreed.
him with different jobs. So the calibre of manager that he is, I think a lot of football fans, a lot of people talking about football in the footballing world, they're not afraid to say Graeme Potter could go on to do some special things at different clubs. I'd say B.
Yeah.
I'd put
I'll
B.
go with B. I'm cool with that.
All right.
I think B's fair. I think he's a top manager.
Let's keep this next one a bit quicker because we've got to speed up.
Oh, we can put him in E. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Sean
I'm
Dyche.
joking.
A. I think I love him. I think
he's top.
he's a great
He's top.
manager. He would get the best out, I think, every Premier League side that he went to.
He has done an
I-
amazing job with very limited resources.
I am in shock at A here. But so you're
Not
saying
A.
Burnley, who are 19th in the league at the moment, consistently scraping into the Premier League. Fine, they do have little resources, but we're doing this in terms of, as you said earlier, wanting to manage your team.
But Kyle's
Dyche
saying he
at
thinks
City,
he'll get the best
think
out of
he'll
any
get the best
player.
out of
I think you could go to any team in the Premier League and we'd get the best out of that squad because of the
He'll be having
tactics he
Liverpool
puts
playing
in.
4-4-2.
Maybe not, but
So are you
he's
going to
got
put
the
him ahead of
players.
Are you going to put him ahead of Potter?
Go on, where are you
no,
putting
no.
him? You're saying A, Kyle?
I would put him in A. Jungen,
Youngin, where are
can
you
stick
saying?
him.
You've got to agree.
No, I think he's C, man.
So do you want to agree on B? If you say A, you say C, you go B,
B.
middle
Put him
ground?
in B. Yeah, I'd put him in B.
Wow. This tier list is a mess.
Wow.
So far.
I didn't.
Mess so far.
There we go. We've got to move straight on. Thomas Tuchel.
Oh, we know where he's
Chelsea.
going.
Even
We know
place
where
A.
he's
it.
I
Right,
don't even need to.
There we go.
Yeah, A.
I
This is a
think we can all
serious
agree.
man.
Elite coach.
Yeah.
He's a serious man.
That's good because we are overrunning, so we can move on
Yeah,
to the
let's
next
move on to the next one then. Here we got Patrick Vieira.
Oh, interesting one.
Ooh, I
Again.
love him as a player.
Manchester City
What's the
legend. He was at City for towards the end of his career. He's obviously managed at the CFG as well, the City Football Group.
Yeah.
At one point, I thought he might be coming in to manage Manchester City, or that's what he's going into. So, where would I put him right now?
Right now, because you don't have a lot to go on with Patrick
No.
Vieira. Like, not had brilliant experiences at his past clubs.
I'd say he's like me at school with A to C. All C's all right. I think that Patrick Vieira will be a C.
Patrick Vieira ahead of Arteta.
I think he's a D. I think Patrick Vieira is a D. I think we haven't seen enough yet.
I feel bad on Mikel. I know that was the first one, but...
Gonna have to put it on
There
somewhere.
is. Youngen's anti-Arsenal agenda continues as he puts him in.
This looks bad, don't it?
D. We
D,
can agree.
yeah,
we can agree.
and just because I just don't
Do you know what? I'm
think...
intrigued to see how Patrick Vieira does, and I think they've spent very well. I thought their transfer window was very good. With
one
what
of the
they
best
bought
in the league,
I think he's going to do a good job for Crystal Palace. Next up, Rafa Benitez,
Rafa,
Everton.
man.
I want to come to Jungen for this one because obviously there's a Liverpool tie in there. Thoughts on Rafa?
Rafa, man, my guy. Obviously, I've had him at my club.
Yeah.
So I know what he can do. Champions League winner.
Yeah.
Champions League winner.
Just to reiterate.
Thank you. Yeah.
But
Go on.
he's a top manager, Rafa Benitez.
Okay.
I don't know if he's...
You got to think, would you have him back as well in this situation? Because he has already been your manager once, so...
I'm trying to look past the fact that he's at Everton, man.
Yeah. He's not actually looking at the badge at any point.
No,
I like the fact there's an Everton badge. Got to push you. Go on.
I think he's got to go A, B, Rafa Benitez, man.
I'd say A.
Yeah.
I'd say he's top tier.
Yeah,
I'd say
he's a top man.
Wow.
Okay, well,
It's not easy to win the
Alongside
Champions
Tuchel.
League, you know? It's not easy.
Benitez up alongside Thomas
I think
Tuchel.
Youngen still thinking about that Champions League, isn't he?
Yeah, all right. Marcelo Bielsa then. Let's fly through a few names.
Yeah.
He's an A.
I think A
He's
as
a
well.
top guy.
Yeah,
top
definitely.
I think awesome first season with Leeds. I know they've started a bit slowly this year, but I mean, in terms of what he's done at that club, if we put Deitch up there at B, then
Yeah,
surely
definitely.
Bielsa's got to be.
Brendan, my guy. He's A.
Straight on to
I
Brendan.
think, I think another A. These
thanks
are
for
easy
that.
now.
Yeah,
We can fly through these ones. Another A. It's got to be, surely.
Another A for Brendan. You both in agreement with that?
Yeah.
What he's managed to do at Leicester,
Yep.
they are now, I'd say, one of the big six clubs. You're looking at how other teams have fell off. You expect Leicester.
Who's dropped out?
Arsenal,
Okay.
Tottenham. You expect Leicester though to
okay,
be there.
Smith.
Sorry,
I was waiting for you to say that.
You expect them to win something, and if they were to win a trophy each season, you would not be surprised anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's because of
Great
Brendan.
record in cup finals as well, Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah.
Great record
Yeah.
there. Next up, Jurgen.
Easy.
What, can we put him above A? Can we put him?
Yeah.
No, he's got to go A.
I think we can all agree Jurgen Klopp's A. I mean,
100%.
we know what you think, Young and Carl. Would you agree with that 100%, you said?
Definitely, I think that obviously it's between him and Pep, between the best managers in the league, and Thomas Tuchel
I want to
well,
push you. You said those three. Who is the best manager in the Premier League right now?
The one that's coming up next, let's put him in there. Let's get him, Jungen. This man right here, Pep. I'll do it if you want, mate. I'll put him up there. A, Pep Guardiola. I think he's still the best manager in the Premier League, possibly in the world as well.
This guy?
Yeah.
Youngen,
come
do
on.
you agree? Best manager in the world, Carl's saying Pep Guardiola?
No, he's
It's
top,
almost like
top,
him.
top tier.
Him,
He's
Klopp
not better
and
than
Tuchel need their own category,
He's,
don't they?
yeah.
Feels like. Do you know what I mean?
These three should be here. I'll be honest. But
Yeah. It's like they should be A+, shouldn't they, really? Tuchel, Klopp and
I'm hearing that we
Guardiola.
cannot make amendments to the board. just so
Okay.
you know.
The budget, there's no A plus.
I think we can all agree Klopp, Pep, A. I think there's no debate there.
Pep even said, though, that he's only still in the job yesterday's press conference because of Klopp. I think the mutual respect between the two of
like
them. Yeah, they're
very
pushing each
different
other.
managers as
Yeah.
well.
Who do you think's the best manager in the world right now?
It's got to be between Klopp and Pep, 100%. Do you know what I think with Pep? I love Pep, by the way. Yeah, I actually love Pep, but I think at times he's too stubborn.
Okay.
I think. Do you agree with that?
He said it himself. You don't change his plan A and you make it work.
I think at times he's too stubborn. Like I think he made a massive mistake even against PSG. I feel like he makes mistakes at times. Not mistakes. Pep don't make mistakes, but he's just too stubborn in his ways. He thinks this is our way. This is the way we're going to win. Sometimes you can shift it a bit. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'm just looking at this tier list. It's a mess so far.
Well,
honestly, it's a mess. And now
next
we've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer up there.
Ole!
There it is. I'm about to
Youngen,
walk off
where are you
step.
going to put Ollie?
Like my petrol tank right now, empty. I'm joking. I won't put him there. I won't put him there.
Come on then.
I mean, he can't
Ollie.
manage Liverpool or Manchester City, can he? Because he's a Manchester United player. So that's maybe why. But I think that genuinely, I do believe that he is the right man for the job at Manchester United. And I think he will be given time to go on and do something quite special at Manchester United and bring them back up. Not sure how long that will take, but they seem to be moving in the right
Do you think he can
direction.
take United to that next level, though? Because I agree. I think he's done a really good job of getting the squad in the right areas. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that he's done
This
right.
season will be the test because you can't blame the squad anymore.
Yeah.
You've got to now look further on. They've replaced different players. They brought in Rafa Varane, I think, signing of the summer. They've got Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, great signings.
Next, you've got to look at the manager. Is he the right person for it? I believe he is. Do I want him to manage my team? No, I don't want him to manage Manchester City.
But just bear in mind, you're Liverpool and Man City fans here, so a bit of fairness as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I don't think.
How many clubs
I
in
don't
the
think
league
he's
do you
the
think
right man.
Ole would take over as manager of? Like, how many clubs do you think would sacrifice their own manager to have Ole come in?
No.
Like, if you looked at,
None,
I'd
you
say
said.
every club would want Pep or
Yeah,
But how many would sacrifice their manager for
Did you
Ole?
say none, Youngen?
I don't.
I'm struggling to think if anyone... If you asked each fan base from each of the Premier League clubs, would they take Ole over their
And do you
manager?
know what? We've got to be honest, We've got to be honest. This season, Man United on paper should be challenging for the title. No doubt. They shouldn't even be
They're up there at the moment,
Yeah,
though.
they're up there.
the mix,
But
the
they,
mix.
not, 100%. But they even should be challenging for Champions League.
One
the
point
only
off
wo-
Liverpool. There.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So the only worry is this guy.
Okay.
And you know that as well. This is the only worry.
I'm confident about Ole. I still think he's the right man
If
for the
Jurgen
job.
Klopp was Man United manager,
there's no doubt Jurgen Klopp's a better manager. Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola and Tuchel, I think, are in a category of their own. But I think Ollie has done a good job at United. Whether or not he can take United to that next level, I think he deserves and has earned the time to do it. But
I think
wouldn't
he's
have
just
him
behind
probably
the top tier.
Where'd you put him then?
I'd put him in B.
For this one.
I would probably, as a United fan, I'd probably have him around C.
C? In the middle? Behind Graeme Potter?
Yeah,
I don't think Sean Dyche should be in category B either.
Okay, all right.
We can't change it.
Potter's done an amazing job.
C. You're going for C. Okay. Next up.
I think Ollie should be.
Now, next up, again, Steve Bruce, Newcastle.
Right.
Newcastle would take Ollie. I'll tell you that. Newcastle fans would take Ollie.
100%.
There's one.
Where'd you put him?
I feel bad for Steve Bruce. It feels
Somebody's got to go E.
Yeah, I feel like
It's so hard.
you're pushing for us. I'm going to have some awkward conversations this season with managers, let me tell you. No, I think that for Newcastle, if you ask Newcastle fans going back to them, they'd probably put him in E because I don't think they want him managing their own club. So if they don't want him, would I take him at Manchester City? Would any other football fan take him
It's a shame because I think he's like really tried his best and he has got results, but I just think Newcastle fans have got tired with the way they're playing football.
Yeah.
So at that point now, so let's move it. Let's
What
move
are
on.
we doing? I feel bad putting
I feel really bad.
I do.
He looks
bad
sad
putting
in
him
there
in.
as well. He does.
Yeah, even the picture, he looks sad in the photo. Just to confirm, you're both agreeing he goes in E?
Just to confirm, Jungen's put in it.
I didn't say that because Steve Bruce. I was just.
Let's move it on. Let's move it on. Let's forget it ever
that's a
happened.
bit
Norwich
harsh.
then. Daniel Farke.
Oh, he's a positive guy, isn't he? I think that he'd bring a lot of positivity.
That's such a bad start. He's a positive guy.
Do I want him at Manchester City? Absolutely not.
100%.
Norwich are a club that they've come up, they'll go down, they'll come up, they'll go down. He's the right man for Norwich. He's not the right man for Man City. He's not the right man for any other Premier League club.
Stick him in then, Young. And where are you putting him?
Above
0 points from 6 games so far.
It's got to be E, hasn't it? I'm sorry, Dan.
E?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a shame
Do you not
because
take into
their
account,
resources
obviously,
are just
their
so
resources
small.
that don't have what other teams have? Obviously, they've stuck with him. He's got promotion. There are, he has had success with Norwich. I know that they...
In the Championship, he has.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And with the resource, I just think E is a bit harsh.
If it was 2002 and Manchester City were back in the Championship, we were back down there, I'd love
Do you know
Daniel
how you
Farke.
got to look at it?
Definitely.
Could he manage like the mid-table clubs? You got to look at it like that. Can he manage the
Probably. I
mid-table
think he'd
clubs?
do it. All right, job.
I think he could.
Let's move it on.
I think
Let's
Carl's
move on.
remembering when Norwich beat Man City.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Next
That's
up,
what it is.
Arsenal, Southampton.
Carson
Right,
Hill.
we've got to fly through some of these.
Mid-level, isn't he?
Yeah. I say D.
D. Would you go
C, D.
C or D?
I'd
C
say-
minus.
Yeah, C
D.
minus.
I'd put him in
Okay,
D.
All right,
yeah.
D.
Straight on, next on Nuno. Now, a lot of people had their say on Nuno at Spurs. So where do you think Nuno goes? Still early, worth pointing out.
Yeah.
In his managerial start at Spurs.
I know. Like some of my friends that support Spurs, they're not feeling Nuno. They're not feeling Nuno, but I don't mind Nuno. Me personally, I think he's an average manager.
I think
Okay.
he's sort of middle of the pack.
Where do you think?
Yeah.
I think that he should have stayed at Wolves. I think he could have probably gone on.
Did a good job at Wolves.
He did a great job at
100%.
Wolves. Tottenham, I think they can be a team that challenge for a Champions League spot at some point.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen under Nuno? Possibly, if he's given the time, if he gets the best out of Harry Kane, gets the best out of Son, Moura, gets the best out of the players that he's got. Again, though, he's a manager that's got a style that he will input into that, that he'll implement that into the team. So, would it work at Man City? I don't think so. But for Tottenham, I think he could at some point.
So
I'd put him at B or C.
B or C, where are you saying, Young'un?
Yeah, I think it. If we got the. We gotta put him in.
Yeah, I'd put him in B.
Okay.
Yeah, let's put him in B.
This is a mess.
Get him in.
Set him in B. Next up,
Let's fly through a few of these then. Cisco, Muniz at Watford. Are we going as Watford? They've started the season quite well, actually.
Yeah.
They started the season better than I think a few people expected, 12th in the league. So
yeah, I think that for him, great manager for Watford
Yeah.
again, and maybe he can keep them up. And as I said, they're staying up. You referenced that before. Under this man right here.
Where are you putting him then? Because we only got 90 seconds.
Oh, I'm going to put him in D.
Okay. West Ham, David Moyes. West Ham fans watching this want me to point out they were having a really good season.
Sure.
I like Moyes.
I like Moyes as
Really
well.
good
Yeah.
I loved what he
West
done
Ham.
at United as
What-
well.
what you put
I
in?
love Moyes.
Put him up here. He's getting the.
A, surely B.
No,
B?
it's a B.
Okay, all right.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't think
This is awful. This is the worst thing I've ever seen, honestly.
I think A should only be Tuchel, Klopp, and Pep.
So do I. I
yeah.
totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Benitez should come down.
Yeah.
But it's too late. We
Too
can't
late.
change
It's a
it.
mess,
So
honestly.
Okay, last one. Yeah, we can't change it.
Bruno Lage, where are we putting him? Started the season. I actually think he started the season well.
You know what?
Playing nice
Wolves
football,
have
not
actually
getting
been
results.
unlucky in a lot of the games
Yeah.
I've seen they've
They
played.
have.
They've actually been very unlucky in a lot of the games I've seen.
again, going back to the context, let's remember the context is about managing my club for all of these.
Looks right at the camera.
Yeah, I'm making sure everyone knows before everyone asks me on Twitter. I'm not going to have him at Manchester City. Maybe he can go on to keep Wolves.
I thought he was about to say maybe he can manage Liverpool. That's what he was going to say.
Stick with him, where are you putting him?
I'd put him at a D,
D,
or
yeah.
a E.
Easy.
All right.
D.
All right, there we go. So we've completed the tier list.
So we can have a look at, there is
in
the
my
completed tier list.
in my opinion, that is awful. Honestly.
Any regrets, lads?
Yeah.
Plenty.
I should have put Ollie in E. Ollie should have been in E.
I feel bad for
my
the managers in
goodness.
these.
I
honestly.
am so. This is.
No, do you know what? I'll be honest. We can't change this, can we?
No, you
No.
can't. There's no
All
time.
right. Benitez, Bielsa, Rodgers should be in B.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
We're all having the breakfast
that.
watching us
In fact,
at the training
I
ground.
tell you what,
I'm
let's ask
sorry.
the guys at home. Let's
Yeah.
ask the guys at home. What do you think of Kyle and Jungen's tier list?
Put it all on us.
It's your tier
Yeah.
list. It's not ours.
Use the hashtag Saturday Social to get in touch. Let us know your thoughts.